The recent movie American Sniper, starring Bradley Cooper as U.S. Navy SEAL Chris Kyle, is an interesting movie that is intense and offers the American public a view of Iraq War. The movie has a Black Hawk Down feel to it and does not use the handheld camera technique used in The Hurt Locker. It is an informative movie, but I have trouble with people thinking of such a movie as casual entertainment, sitting in the theater eating popcorn, all the while people are being shot in the head on the screen. Do people understand this is a violent war movie, and not a family movie? Thankfully, the movie starts off with a fellow soldier mentioning to Bradley Cooper's character laying in a sniper's nest that he might be sent to prison for killing a woman and boy. That scene, which is interrupted by a boyhood flashback and history of Chris Kyle, is later completed in the movie, but still raises questions for those viewing it. If a sniper is so good, why does he have to kill the woman and boy? He could have used his precise marksmanship to wound them, could he not? The exact incident is somewhat dubious from other accounts in real life. Real snipers have their own opinion of the movie. Overall, the movie plot shifts back and forth between Kyle's tours of duty in Iraq and his support of street fighting with insurgents in an almost Hollywood Western fashion. This is dirty street fighting at its most literal and presents the audience with the nastiness of urban combat in the Middle East. As a veteran, there are other personal conduct issues that I have a problem with, that I hope are not true in today's U.S. military. For instance, there are 3 scenes where the Chris Kyle character in the movie uses a satellite phone to call home to his wife back in the United States. The U.S. military has changed a lot since I was in it, but a serviceman calling home to the wife while on duty, in the midst of battle, using a phone paid for by the military, is outrageous and should have led to discipline against him. I cannot imagine the Department of Defense allowing every serviceman/woman with access to a satellite phone permission to call back to the States whenever they choose to. There are also some goofs in the movie, as every movie has, such as continuity and prop movements. One I picked out is the scene where he stops his brother at an airbase in Iraq to catch up. A large water tower can be seen in the background that looks like one typically found in America. The delightful Sienna Miller also does a great acting job as Chris Kyle's wife. Her American accent was perfect, as you could not discern she was raised in England. This was an all-around a good movie, but I would not call it the best movie of 2015. It is at best a descriptive war movie for those interested in the Iraq War, fought by volunteers, not draftees such as in South Vietnam. There are too many people in America who do not know how the military works who think this movie is the truth. Fictional storytelling can lead to misconceptions, such as from actors and others referencing the movie within the movie of Nation's Pride from the Tarantino flick Inglourious Basterds. For those interested, there are other movies in the sniper genre made in recent years, such as Enemy at the Gates or the movie called Sniper, that follow a similar plot. Both are excellent movies and engross audience-goers in the subject of war and military snipers, some of whom have many more kills than Chris Kyle. A few of the more notable snipers are Vasily Zaitsev, Carlos Hathcock, who once shot an enemy sniper through his own sniper scope, and many others including women. For a list of the top 10 sniper movies, click here. I would like to personally challenge Hollywood to make a movie about the exploits of Carlos Hathcock, whose military actions were legendary in Vietnam. For all those young people getting inspired by this movie to become snipers, please remember that in almost all armies, snipers often earn the scorn of opposing regular infantry and are given no quarter. A little advice from a veteran.